Howdy! My name is Dolly. Oh, what's this? Incoming transmission from the Tulpar. This is weird. Oh, howdy!
Hi!
If you asked me what some of my favorite games are aesthetic-wise, a large majority of them would be early PlayStation games. There's just something so unique and kind of accidentally creepy about these games. Like, one of my favorite PS2 games aesthetically, Tulip, a kid's game where you literally just smooch people, is somehow one of the most unintentionally unnerving games I've seen. And I always just find that so freaking fascinating. Recently, there's been more modern games trying to recreate that low-poly, uncanny feeling. And one that stands out to me the most is Mouthwashing. Mouthwashing is a 2024 horror game that focuses on the employees of the Tulpar, a ship owned by the Pony Express. This ship crashes, leaving the crew on the ship trying to fix things. With most of them dying in pretty gruesome ways.
Wait.
While you, the player, try to uncover how the ship crashed in the first place. Since Mouthwashing is a psychological horror game, it mostly focuses on the horror with pretty dark situations, and that totally makes sense. But the characters have to be one of my favorite parts of the game. Anya and Daisuke especially. I like these two a lot.
Aww.
And I wanted to draw them just being happy, honestly. So for their drawings, I'm going to be redesigning them into little 2000s flash games, and changing the art style a bit. Imagining what they'd be like in a non-horror game. I know that's not technically a redesign, but hey, YouTube really likes that word. I hope you understand.
Ooh, are we in like a video? Hey Mom, I'm doing good out here. I only got stuck in foam twice today. Oh, guess what? Anya and I were playing a board game today and Captain Curly told me...
Daisuke, wait! So, for our first character art, we're going to start off with Anya!
Hello, I'm Anya. I'm the cruise nurse here on the Tulpar. I also like to read and play board games with Daisuke.
Oh yeah, she's very competitive.
What?
Be the first player to identify the missing character. Not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of a Twilight Saga master.
It's Charlie.
What? There's no way you could tell that quickly. What? Why would you know that?
Looks like you're not the Twilight Master after all.
How many times did you watch this movie?
I might have watched it a few times.
Dude, what?
Point taken.
So for Anya's art, I wanted to have there be a little connection to her personality and character in-game. I didn't really want to do anything with nursing because I wanted to give her something outside of her job, and I liked the little bit of her enjoying playing games with Daisuke. And along with Daisuke, Anya is probably one of the most fashionable people on board. I like her little turtleneck a lot. So for her, I went with a little dress-up game thing. It felt like a nice nod to all those 2000s flash dress-up games, along with Style Savvy, and I really like these. Does anybody know what game this is? I referenced a lot of these pictures for her. I tried to go for a bit of a Frutiger Arrow and Frutiger Metro look for Anya's drawing, a little Y2 slay.
Stop it!
I looked at a lot of pictures of Shelley Duvall for Anya because a lot of people say she looks like her and that she is inspired by her in The Shining. And yeah, I totally see it. My original inspiration for the pose was actually this picture of Shelley Duvall, but I modified it so much that it's barely the same pose anymore. But I was inspired by Shelley Duvall. I then got the idea of making the art move, so it would look like a real dress-up game where you're switching between outfits, and I'd give multiple options to choose from. And that's why this video took so long, other than the 3D animation and the other videos I've been working on. So for her other outfits, I looked through a lot of outfits from the 60s and 70s, mostly because she just gave off that vibe for me. I was going to give her a Super 2000s outfit, but I don't know, she doesn't really give like a Y2K fashion girl vibe to me. Honestly, that feels more like it would fit Daisuke. For her first outfit, I really liked this dress and felt that the color and style fit her really well. And I just changed the shoes, the tights, and added a little ascot scarf thing. The second outfit was a little harder because I really wanted to draw Anya in some of these types of pants. But the silhouette was too similar to her Pony Express outfit, so I had to come up with something else. Rest in peace, awesome pants. So instead, I went with a bit of a combination of all of these outfits. I really liked the square tie thing this outfit had going on, but I also really liked the idea of giving Anya a big jacket. And I gave her some heels with socks, and you're probably thinking, ew, Dolly, that's weird, why would you do that? And to that I have to say, Anya is canonically wearing socks with sandals in the game. So, it feels pretty on brand for her. Also, if you see what looks to be an Anya pancake during some parts of the speed paint, that's just me referencing her model's textures for certain colors. I know, it probably looks pretty freaky. I really love the look of mouthwashing stylistically. I know that I said I like the low poly look of mouthwashing, and I do a whole lot, but I also love the colors. There's something so aesthetically appealing about the use of saturation in this game. Everything kind of has this warm glow to it, and I just love it. And this applies to both backgrounds and the characters. They look great. They've got such a unique and iconic look to them. It's probably one of my favorite examples of replicating the style of old games while still making it aesthetically your own. I liked the idea of having her background look a little bit like the big screen in the lounge, specifically the blue sky one with the clouds. And in the back of the small Anya portrait, I wanted it to kind of look like the old Windows background, but after I blurred it, it's a little hard to tell. That's why I'm telling you now, so you can still see the vision. I don't know why the spirit of Skeletor just possessed me. I wanted to find a way to link the drawing to the Pony Express somehow, and I was originally planning on adding Polly the Pony, the mascot of Pony Express, in some way. But I didn't want him to overshadow Anya, and I thought maybe I could reference the posters found around the ship, because some of you might know, I'm a sucker for in-game posters. Tee-hee! But I couldn't find any that really fit well, so I instead went with a pun. Pony Express yourself. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny, and I found the idea of the Pony Express, a mail delivery service, having a 2000s Flash game kind of silly. Does it make any sense? No. Do I like it? Yes.
Nice.
Then I exported each of the layers individually and did a little bit of tweening, and here she is! Gosh, I love Anya. She is absolutely one of my favorite characters. And, you know, I just really enjoyed drawing her happy. I also just enjoy drawing her in little outfits. So, that is Anya's piece finished.
Aw, how cute!
Do you know where Daisuke went? He was supposed to be next.
Oh, he's probably on the computer.
Oh.
Oh hey, come to check out my setup? I go to work so I can feed my webkins.
Where are you getting the energy to power this?
What was it you were saying about that art thing?
So, I need ideas for what kind of 2000s games I should do for you. What are your favorite things to do around the ship?
Oh, follow me! This is where I like to play games.
Okay.
This is where I got stuck in foam twice. This is where... Oh, hi Mr. Swansea. This is our friend who materialized out of nowhere in the lounge.
I really don't care.
Okay. These are the vents. Swansea says I can't go up in them or I'll die. Want to see me do it for $5?
No.
How a bummer. And this is where I almost fell off this weird cliff that we just have in the middle of the ship for some reason.
Don't you think you should tell somebody about this to fix it?
I don't know.
I don't know if any of those really fit with a Flash game.
Oh, and this is where I hide the sweetener.
Oh! A cooking minigame! That's a fun idea. Thanks, Daisuke.
You're welcome.
So, for Daisuke's speed paint, I went with a little baking game. In this one, he's making the cake that you have to make in the game, and I thought it would be fun for Daisuke since he hides the sweetener and everything. I referenced a lot of 2000s games, especially Cooking Mama, for the aesthetic of this one. Thank you to everyone who gave me suggestions for cooking/baking Flash games. I really needed the inspiration, y'all. His pose was honestly kind of killing me in the beginning, but it's okay, we got there eventually. I looked at a lot of official Cooking Mama art. He technically has 3 separate poses, but this one was kind of the main one. You will probably see another case of the Daisuke pancake during the speed paint. Don't worry, he's okay, he just got a little smushed. While I did reference the cake from the game, the cake that Daisuke makes in this is like twice the size. Probably because he put all the sweetener in it. He's like that 2 shots of vodka clip, but with all the sweetener on the ship. For the aesthetic of his drawing, I wanted to go with a super saturated kind of 3DS look to everything. I thought it really tied in the 2000s game aesthetic for him, but I have been playing a lot of Tamagotchi Life recently, so that may or may not have played a role. And I know I said I wasn't going to be focusing on the darker, scarier parts of mouthwashing, but I had to put a little Easter egg in there, a little trifle. So on the reflection of his knife is dead Daisuke. I'm sorry, I just saw an opportunity and I had to do it. Since I decided to make these drawings move, I unfortunately did not have a lot of time to do a curly drawing, which I was originally planning on giving a flight simulator theme, but honestly that would have probably been hard to translate anyway.
Who are you?
And while I would have liked to do Swansea, I couldn't figure out what type of game to do for him, and as far as Jimmy. So I really only had one choice for the final drawing. I also tried out some new things with the brushes I was using for his hair and certain parts of his clothes. I don't know, it was kind of giving me a little bit of an abstract vibe for some reason. You know, it's really giving me Little Big Planet vibes. Shout out to Little Big Planet, my beloved! Honestly, for the whole Daisuke drawing, I was kind of experimenting with a bunch of different things, so tell me if you like the way this looks. It definitely wouldn't replace my usual style, but if you'd want to see the occasional drawing that kind of looks like this, definitely let me know. I am very curious about your thoughts. So, as far as Daisuke in the game, he is an intern aboard the Tulpar, working under Swansea. He likes arcade games and thrifting vintage clothes.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Slay! I'll stop. His mother is actually the one who placed him under the internship at Pony Express, and it turns out Daisuke seems to be from a pretty well-off family from the dialogue in-game. He's very much the fun ray of sunshine character, which does make it even sadder when he kicks the proverbial bucket. Apparently, all of the mouthwashing characters are based off of characters from other horror media, with Daisuke being this character from a 2001 Japanese horror film called Pulse. And yeah, I totally see it. That also explains why Anya looks so much like Shelley Duvall. I think that's a really cool idea and such a neat way to reference the horror genre. I added some cute little UI-like effects for each drawing of him, like the little cake thought bubble, and the little quest text at the top. I also couldn't decide on what I wanted the final colors to be, so here's one of the options. It kind of looks like an album cover, and I really like that look for him. The whole time I was drawing this, I couldn't get that one Lazy Town song stuck out of my head, and I would play it for the final reveal, but YouTube copyright, man. I can't do nothing. So just imagine for me. Or just go to my Instagram and I'll probably have it posted with the song. And here he is! Ah, I love him so much, and this one was really fun.
Ooh, let me see. Oh, this is the perfect centerpiece for my gaming corner. I know exactly where to put it. I think it adds an artistic touch to the whole space.
Well, if that's everything...
Hey Daisuke, what do you think?
Oh, cool!
I just wanna be part of your symphony.
I think you broke her.
You know, things sure do have a way of working out. I was gonna leave here after I finished the drawings, but you guys are so fun, and it's nice to not have to be stuck on that planet. Things always hitting me in the head. Maybe I should stick around here.
Hey guys, who wants to chug a couple of mouthwashes with me and get crazy?
Oh no! Daisuke, don't touch that! No.
Oh no, whatever your name was.
Ugh, man, Tootie again. I hope they're not freaking out up there.
We shall never speak of this again.
Agreed.
So, that was my video on mouthwashing. I really enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys did too. Which was your favorite piece of art, and who's your favorite character? I think mine are pretty evident. Sorry this video took so long. I forgot how long 3D animation takes. Every scene with 3D animation was animated and rigged by me. Oh, and I made the little low poly dolly. Low poly dolly. Poly dolly? Maybe not. Low Poly Dolly will only be appearing on rare circumstances where 3D animation is required, so say goodbye for now. If you're new around here, hi! Hello, Cyrus. Thank you for watching my video! If you're into other horror games, I've got some videos you might like, or if you like character designs, I've got a bunch of videos about that too. A character design video was actually supposed to be my next video, but then Mouthwashing came out. So I guess this gives you guys more time to write in the comments any questions you have about character designs. And of course, if you have any future videos you'd really like to see, please let me know. And thank you all for 21k! Holy Toledo! That is insane! What? I'm so happy you guys like my art. It means so much, you've got no idea. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye!
I just wanna be part of your